Hello YouTube, this is Naman. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing something very unusual for my channels. I'm opening this strange looking thing. Those of you who are not curious, understand? I want to wish you guys Happy New Year. Happy Lunar New Year. Happy Year of the Rabbit. For rest of you who are curious, please stick around.
Oh, what fun we're going to have together.
What's up, Doc?
Before I open this thing, I want to show you this thing first and tell you how I got it, okay? This is a book. It's supposed to say mostly written in Chinese. It's supposed to say 100 best artists in Korea at the time of this publication. I don't know when that was. Anyway, my uncle's in there, and so I want to share. This book is not well taken care of, so it's in poor shape. It's all falling apart. I took it from my parents, saying I'm gonna keep it in my room because you guys not taking care of it. He's my favorite uncle. He's one of the 100 famous artists or best artists in Korea at the time. How old was he? 49. He was 49. I don't think there's date in here anywhere. I cannot tell where the date is. It's been a while, long ago, even this time. He passed away not too long after this picture. He got into car accident, unfortunately, and so I miss him quite a bit. I used to know him as a child. Yeah, he used to have this factory that make these vases. You know, with the little turnstile thing, and then he baked them. He was so famous. If you go to his city, little village or city, I don't know, the city is supposed to have all the crafts, artisan that make this kind of stuff, and the reason they have a lot of them is that because there's a river by it that has a right soil to make this kind of stuff, right mud to make this kind of stuff. So my uncle has one of the biggest one, his most famous one there. Every time you go to the train station, you landed at the train station and just call a taxi. You just say, "Hey, take me to Master Zhang's place," and they'll take you right to him because that's how famous he was at the time. But anyway, he said, "Hey, so what I decided to do was I go visit him when I went to Korea, and married. I got married to my wife. I decided that hey, let's go visit my uncle. He's one of my favorite uncle. I want to go, you know, say hi to him since we got married. Let him know." And he said, "Hey, come on in. Um, take one of these vases. The blank vase, and paint whatever you want on it." I was really afraid to mess with it, because of basically you're messing up the his half of his work. He would paint something beautiful on there, but I had to put something amateurish as this, right? So this is what I put on there. It's pretty amateurish. I was only 25. I never done anything like this. I think he let me do two of them, and that's it. That was my last time I did anything like this. Painting on this. I mean, yeah, this is two rabbits. One rabbit is me, another rabbit is my wife. We are both from Year of the Rabbit. Both of us are from Year of the Rabbit. So that's what this is. That middle thing is some kind of a little rock container. Yeah, that's some kind of staff. You just mash things, make powder out of things like rice, wheat, even herbals. So you can make a medicine, food, whatever. So that's what they're supposed to be doing. And this particular image is supposed to be on the moon. So a lot of this image is supposed to be like on the moon. So that's why I use this little shape. And it also represents harvest moon. Harvest moon. Yeah. On a harvest moon, there's supposed to be actually this bunny right there. There's supposed to be a little pattern of a bunny. I don't know where they got the second bunny from. This is a typical story told uh, about the bunny on the moon, and they put a two bunny on there, and they're working hard, while everybody's sleeping. They would, take a nap during daytime, but they will wake up at night so they could feed the world or cure provide medicine for people. That's the type of story that this two bunnies supposed to be doing. It's normally told in during the harvest time, Chuseok, but I always remember these two images because it's the year of the bunny this year. Every 12 year of the bunny cycles through, and every time that cycles through, I remember my uncle. So yeah, he's the one who taught me how to trace. He taught me how to trace Mickey Mouse. So he's the first one to teach me how to draw Mickey Mouse by tracing. So before I open that up, I'm gonna put this up. Well, I don't know. Some of you maybe pay attention to what I've been doing lately. I've been moving around. My parents sold the Oklahoma house, and I packed a lot of stuff up. Some of the stuff up from my parents' house, most of them were sold. Most of them were sold, or got, throw them away. And whatever is left over, we brought it to New York, where my sister is, and some to my house. And so this is what's left from my parents' house. I gotta be really careful with this. Gotta be really careful with this stuff. There you are. No, wrong way. I need to clean that out. All that in there. So. I need a turntable. Pretty cool stuff. We got some more upstairs. But yeah. This is what my uncle used to do. These colors are really hard to make on these especially after you bake it. You never know how this color will come out, according to my uncle. But he's one of those few that could make color. Uh, Korean have what they call changja, that there's no it's secret that's lost forever, making this like have a blue tint. My uncle couldn't either, but he's one of those masters that made a tint that's very close to blue tint. So, yeah, the bunny. Yeah. Oh, I did share this story about the signs, Chinese zodiac signs, how they got to them. There's a whole bunch of different stories about them. Different people will tell you different stories because there's a whole bunch of them, and especially between Korea, China, Japan. And I'm not sure what other Asian country that would have it, but uh, one of the story is that a creator or God or Buddha uh, told all the animals, "Hey, come to me. I created you guys. Come to me. I know you have to travel a long distance, but come to me. And first 12 that comes to me, I'll give you a sign for each years." So that's how the zodiac came about. And how the order came about. There's a lot of stories about those two. I just know up to about four, I think, four or five. Uh, Mouse and cat are enemies, right? Rabbit is tiger's food.
I got a little rabbit in this hole, and I'm gonna catch the little rabbit and eat him up.
There's magical creature like dragon. Uh, the one that was very diligent, just walking and walking. I understand Calyx is a ox or cow. If you're a cow, you're a very diligent person. You don't let anything distract you. You just focus and keep on tracking your, track. So cow was determined to make it to his master. It doesn't matter if he's not the fastest. He'll just keep on moving and going. Well, rat, mice. Cat was chasing after mice, and mice was running around. But mice is very clever, so he climbed up to the cow's head and whispering to cow, "Hey, that stupid cat is chasing me around. I need to go to my maker like you are. Can you hide me? And can you tell that cat that I went the other way?" So, so cat came, but hey, cow, have you seen mice? I'm hungry. Moose goes, I saw him go that way. And then he just chugged along. And cat goes straight off and looking for his meal, got distracted. That's why cat doesn't have sign, because he was looking for mice somewhere else. The next story I know is about tiger and rabbit. Rabbit made the fourth place. Uh, Rabbit, of course, is always timid, right? Always afraid because tiger might eat him. So rabbit is either not as clever as rat, but they're pretty clever too. He always would hide right at the behind the tail of a tiger. So if a tiger moves this way, he just likes Bugs Bunny rabbit. Uh, so yeah, first one is Tom and Jerry. This is Bugs Bunny and whatever animal. So whenever tiger will look for his food, he will look for he's a rabbit. It's a good size for his food, right? So, but because the tiger would smell him because rabbit is nearby. It's always behind tigers. So that's how rabbit survived and made it to fourth place. How did cow made a second place? Well, cow was diligent. He would have been the first, but a rat was on top of his head. As soon as cow made to the first place, right before he crossed the line to be the first, rat jumped off and became the first. So rat is first, cow is second, tiger is third, rabbit is fourth. I think Roger asked me that he was a dragon. Yeah, they're a magical creature dragon, and in Korea, dragon is not uh, and I mean, dragon is not evil. Dragon is good. So if dragon goes around saving villages from like other kind of monsters and stuff, and other magical creatures, and so dragon was too busy being a hero, and and so he got distracted that way. So he didn't make it to his maker until. But dragons should be the fastest one, right? But so that's why he made it only fifth place. But rest of them, I don't know. I didn't pay attention. There's other story to rest of them, but I didn't pay attention to them. Anyway, I just want to share that story because I shared that with the Sleepy Reader, Damien, and Metarog when we were reading Commandy books. And yeah, just want to share that with you guys. And remember my uncle. Yeah. And show some of this off. Anyway, again, Happy New Year. Till next time, I'm out.
I'll get to you where I'm
get you. Where's you? Where's he? Where's he? Come on, Emily. Come on.
There he goes.
Where?
Yeah, go get him.